What's going on, everyone? Connor here from Gear Reviews, bringing you another video. Today I just wanted to take a quick sort of tip video approach and show you guys what I do with my ski gear at the end of the winter season, so that during that off season nothing happens to it, and when I go to pull it out for the next winter it's all, you know, in great shape and ready to go, so that I don't have any issues. So let's just run through those couple things, and then if I have missed any tips that you guys know of, just let me know in the comments down below. That way we can all sort of learn the best ways to store our gear over the summer. So let's get to it. Alright, so the first thing that I want to go through is what I do for my ski boots before I store them away for the summer. So first of all, I like to make sure I've gotten all kinds of big clumps of dirt and any rocks or pebbles or any sort of, you know, make sure that I've gotten everything off that can get off. The main thing is really to get all of these kind of intricate parts here to be dirt free, and then also get your buckles to be dirt free. So that's sort of the first step. You want to make sure you're putting away your gear as clean as possible, so that, you know, nothing sits there and nothing breaks over the summer period. Alright, so another really important tip for the boots is to put them away with them in a semi-tight, semi-loose sort of buckled setting. So that means just they're really easy to undo. You know, not a lot of effort required to strap it in or take them off. So what you'll notice is if you leave them just undone completely, then these are all sort of dangling around. They can get caught on things and broke, or even the plastic here, that's, you know, the part of the boot with the binding in it, that could break as well. So you don't want to leave it undone, but on the flip side, you don't want to do it up too tight. You want it to be sort of loose. Obviously this is too loose right now, but just, you know, strap it in a little, make sure, you know, 1 or 2 fingers amount of effort just to do it up. So by doing that, you're allowing the boot to you know, keep its form, not get any, you know, warping or anything from any heat that happens, and also not doing it too tight, because then the boot could tighten around and the plastic could stay in that sort of position as well. So you really want to make sure that you're just getting it in a nice sort of done up way. It's not difficult to undo, it's not difficult to buckle down. Really just keeping those boots in the nice form so that when you pull them out for the next season, they're ready to go, your foot just slides in and you have no problems. Alright, so sort of my last tip with boots is to make sure you store them safely, which is, you know, a semi-obvious thing, but it can easily be forgotten. So either put them, you know, in a pillowcase or wrap them in a sheet. For me, I still have the box that they came in, as it's always a great way to store. So once I buckled them both up, I just set them back in the box, and they're ready to go and be stored safely, so that there's no issues, nothing's going to hit them, they're going to, you know, stay in place, they're not going to get scratched or marked up. Alright, so my next tips are concerning, you know, goggles and helmets. I find it just makes it easier doing these simple things, and that way I know where my gear is, and, you know, it's ready to go when it's time to hit the slopes again when winter comes around. So the first thing I like to do is I like to make sure my helmet is loosened as much as possible. That way it's not getting locked into a smaller position, or it's not warping some of the padding, things like that. It's just easier if you leave everything in a, you know, sort of relaxed state. That way nothing's going to get warped or broken. Just a simple thing to do. Alright, so then for goggles, there's not many tips for them. Depending on what you do for skiing, you can change it to the daytime if you do that first, or nighttime. For me, it's always a toss-up, so I just leave it as is and change it when I get to the hill. A neat thing that I like to do is I like to keep my goggles in my helmet. A, it's pretty protected in there, it's not going to have anything happen, and B, you know, they're together. If I have my goggles, then I have my helmet. If I have my helmet, I have my goggles. So they sort of go hand in hand. And then the last thing I like to do is I like to take the little strap on the goggles, and I like to put the chin strap of the helmet through it. That way it just keeps them together. I know they're not going to fall out, and I know that they're going to always be in sort of the same place. Alright, so now your helmet and goggles and your boots are ready to be stored for the summertime. Hopefully they should be in good order when they come out for winter and you get ready to go hit the slopes. Let me know down below if there's any other tips or tricks that you guys know. So I hope you've all enjoyed, and you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter down below, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.